Imagine a woman so dangerous and so intelligent that no prison in the world can keep her locked up. A master manipulator, an escape artist, and a criminal mastermind. She has defied every security measure put in place to stop her. Authorities have tried their best to contain her, but she has proven time and again that bars and walls mean nothing. This is the story of a female prisoner whose escapes have baffled even the most experienced law enforcement officers. Her ability to break free has earned her a reputation as one of the most dangerous and unpredictable inmates in history. But who is she? What crimes put her behind bars in the first place? And how did she manage to outsmart the system time and time again? Today, we dive deep into the life of the most notorious female escape artist the world has ever seen. Every criminal has an origin story, and for this woman, her path to a life of crime started at a young age. Born into a troubled home, she grew up in an environment filled with violence, manipulation, and survival tactics. From an early age, she learned that the world was a cruel place, and the only way to stay ahead was to outthink and outmaneuver those around her. Her first brush with the law came as a teenager. She was caught stealing, but instead of serving time, she manipulated the situation and walked free. Law enforcement officers noted her ability to talk her way out of trouble and evade capture, a skill that would later define her criminal career. As she grew older, her crimes escalated. From high-stakes robbery to organized crime, she quickly became one of the most wanted women in the country. Authorities finally managed to capture her after a carefully planned operation, but they underestimated her ability to escape. After being sentenced to a maximum security prison, many believed that this was the end of her criminal career. But they were wrong. Her first escape was a masterpiece of planning and deception. She studied the prison's weaknesses, observing guard rotations, blind spots, and security flaws. Then, using nothing but her intelligence and charisma, she manipulated a prison guard into believing she was someone else. Disguised as a visitor, she casually walked out of the prison without raising any alarms. It wasn't until hours later that officials realized she was gone. The news of her escape spread like wildfire, shocking law enforcement and embarrassing the prison system cop. But this was just the beginning. Her most famous escape was something straight out of a Hollywood movie. After being recaptured and placed in a high-security facility, authorities were confident that she would never escape again. But once again, she proved them wrong. This time, she took a different approach. Instead of walking out the front door, she devised a complex plan that involved months of preparation. She gained the trust of fellow inmates and orchestrated a diversion that caused chaos within the prison walls. While guards rushed to contain a staged fight, she used a smuggled tool to remove a section of the air vent in her cell. Crawling through the narrow ducts, she reached the roof, where she had prepared a rope made from bed sheets. Under the cover of darkness, she climbed down, avoiding security cameras and motion detectors. By the time authorities conducted a head count, she was long gone. It took weeks before they even had a clue about where she might be. Her ability to slip through security measures made her a legend among criminals and a nightmare for law enforcement.